Okay, so let's take a look at some commonly confused words. Some of you already know these, and that's really awesome, but some of you may need to brush up on some of them. These are some words that I see commonly confused on social media or elsewhere. It's always fun to kind of point out the difference between there, and there, right? It's always fun to be the cool grammar person. No, I guess not. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and go through them. After this, we are going to take a quiz on them. So just be aware that you will be quizzed on these, okay? I will also post, after this is due, I will post some of the answers to the Edpuzzle questions, just so you can have something to review, okay? Again, the goal is to review the commonly confused words, and also for you to be aware that some of these words have different meanings, even though sometimes we use them interchangeably. And some of them are really most distinguishable in writing, right? Like effect versus affect. They both sound like effect. So you really only see the difference in writing. And so I want you to be able to distinguish them in your writing as well. So let's start with an easy one, I think, because, you know, you guys always... You seem to know these, and then in your writing you get them wrong. So we'll see. There, and there. The there with an I is possessive, okay? So if you're using that first there, it is that they own. So it's their car, the car that they own. Their daughter, the daughter that they own. Oh, that's really awkward to say. But still, it would be their daughter, right? It's a daughter that they take care of. And we hate to think, I should have used son just so that we could be a little more politically correct. Yeah, so not that they actually own their daughter, but it is still a part of their household, right? The second there without an I is a location or adverb. So there, where, and here, those all have to do with location, and they all have similar spelling, so that makes it kind of nice. It can also be an adverb. There are 7 tables in the room. There would then be actually describing the verb are, okay? There are. Over there, right? There are 7 tables in this room. Where is my favorite shirt? It is over there. It is there. So there is describing is, where it is. Then the location of the shirt there is, oh, there you go, not close by or here. And then there with an apostrophe is they are. Okay, I separated it so that you can really see the difference. They are, okay? All right, so the answers are, I hope they are, with an apostrophe, they are not mad at me when I arrive their location empty-handed. I can bring the gifts by their shop tomorrow, meaning they're possessive. 2, 2, and 2. The first 2 can be a preposition or an infinitive verb. Those are both really fancy ways of saying it, and so let's go ahead and take a look. A preposition would be, it's a word that goes with a prepositional phrase, right? Where? To the store. To his surprise, he did this. To a huge house. That would be a preposition. And an infinitive verb is the verb itself attached to the word to. So the word to makes something infinitive. To store. It's a verb meaning to keep in storage. To surprise, a verb meaning to catch someone off guard. That is the infinitive form of the verb. To house, a verb meaning to provide a home for someone. I love to read the newspaper to my dog on Sunday morning, okay? So to read, that's the infinitive form of the verb, to read, right? That's the act of reading. I love to read the newspaper to my dog. That's actually a preposition. It's describing the action of how that is occurring, to my dog. Second one, I don't need a reason to drink hot coffee or to toast the sunrise. Those are both the infinitive forms, right? To drink or to toast. To my shock, that's a preposition. My dog likes to see, that's an infinitive verb, the pictures. To with 2 O's means also or in excess. I ate too much cake. Sally confessed, I did too, Rob told her. Both of those work with also or in excess. So the first one, I ate too much cake. That's the amount of cake. It was too much cake in excess. I did too means I did also, right? I have a black bag, but I need a brown one too, meaning also. If you take too many bags with you, that's the amount in excess, you are carrying them. And then, of course, the 2 with the W, that's the easy one. That is the number 2. All right, so the answers. It was impossible for him to read 2 chapters from two different books and learn the formulas in the handbook too. So the first one is the infinitive form of the verb to read. The second one is the number 2, and the third one is the word also, right? Learn the formulas in the handbook also. Next one, effect and affect. All right, this one is really commonly confused. Effect is a noun, okay? It literally means the result, okay? An effect, the effect, a good effect, a special effect. The plural is the effects, right? So it's a noun. An affect, or to affect, is actually a verb meaning to change, okay? Not studying will affect my grade. So it's something is happening. Versus effect, nothing's happening. It is a something, okay? Affect can be past tense, like affected, or it can be a participle, like we are affecting, okay? A good way to remember this is the word raven, because if you spell it out, affect verb, effect noun, A-V-E-N, right? Okay, answers. The effect of the medicine is unknown because it is a thing. I hope it doesn't affect your mood because it will do something to your mood. It's a verb, okay? Accept and accept. That's kind of a weird way to say it. We both say accept, right? With an E, it's a preposition, meaning to exclude or to leave out. I ate all my food except the bread, right? Excluding the bread, leaving out the bread. We read all of the chapters except for three, which was ripped out of the book. So that's the missing chapter, right? It's excluding it. So accept with an E is to exclude or to leave out. Accept with an A is a verb meaning to take in, to allow, to keep, right? I accept this award, meaning I've received it, right? I take this award. The instructor does not accept late work. She will not allow or will not take it, right? Answers. Everyone will arrive at 7 p.m. I added p.m. except with an E because we're excluding Steve, who has to accept, meaning receive, and sign for a package for his mother. It's and its, the first one without an apostrophe. This one tricks a lot of people because normally when we see apostrophes, we're thinking of possession, right? If we say Mrs. Lee's homework, then you would have an apostrophe with Lee's, right? But this time it's actually the opposite. It's without an apostrophe shows possession or ownership. So it's without an apostrophe. The dog is chasing its tail, the tail that the dog owns. The house needs its windows replaced. Those are the windows that belong to the house, right? If you have an apostrophe in the word its, then it is simply a contraction. It does not show that it owns something. Okay, so it is December. It's December. I think it's time to leave. It is time to leave. Okay, here are the answers. If it is okay with you, I'm going to tell the workers that it is too late for them to be there. So both its are with the apostrophe on this one. Then and than. Again, we've got an E versus an A here. Then with an E is a transition word. It refers to time. It describes the order of events, expresses cause and effect, right? Like I ate, then I washed the dishes. Okay, so we've got an order of events. I did this, and then I did this. Next one, if you insist on not sleeping, then be prepared for exhaustion, right? That's a cause and effect. The cause is if you don't sleep, then the effect is you're going to be exhausted, right? Then. Read the title, then read the objectives, then guess what the chapter will be about. Again, it's a sequence. It's an order of events, right? That's all with the E. Okay, so then is really about time, and it's about order, and it's about cause and effect, right? Something happens, then something happens. Than is a comparison. Okay, taller than him, slower than her. I work harder than my husband. Not true. He's pretty hardworking too. You read more than me. Maybe. I don't know. We're probably all good readers out there. She talks less than him. Okay, so than is a point of comparison. All right, answers. If you want to earn more money than Sam, because it's a comparison, you versus Sam, then work harder. So it's a sequence or a cause and effect, right? You want the effect of earning more money, then you need the cause of working harder, right? Working harder than him. Again, we're going back to the comparison between you and Sam.